All right, so now we're going to make a frequency histogram. All right, so what I've done here is I've made a vertical and a horizontal axis. On the horizontal axis, I am putting the midpoint of each of my classes. So let me go back up here. Here are our classes. Midway between the 20 and the 30 that is the next class is 25. So that's the midpoint of my first class. And 35, of course, is midway between 30 and 40, and so on. So you'll notice that I've marked 25, 35, 45, 55, all the way up to 105, which would be the midpoint of this last class. Now, ideally, these should be the same distance apart. I'm not perfect when I'm drawing on in the Word draw feature. So, and of course this should be nice and straight, and I'm not perfect when I'm drawing here. And I've marked this as scores. Now you'll notice I put two little hash marks over here because I have skipped the numbers that are between 0 and 25. And we want to show that those have been skipped, and that will often be done rather than trying to list all the values that come before a certain midpoint, especially if these values are way out at 100 or something like that. Now, on this axis, on our vertical axis, we list our frequencies, and our frequencies will always go from 1 up to whatever that highest frequency is. Now, if our frequencies are way up in the hundreds, we might choose to scale this. We might choose to scale it by 10 or 20, or depending on how many the frequencies actually go up to. But in our case, we have frequencies between 1 and 14 as our largest. So I have gone all the way from 1 to 14. Now again, we want these tick marks to be equally spaced. I'm not perfect as I go up in this draw feature, but it's pretty close. And then I have labeled this as the frequency here on the left. All right, now we are going to draw bars going up to the frequency. And in a histogram, the bars always touch, unlike a bar graph. So at the 20 to 29, we had a frequency of 1. I'm going to draw a bar going over the 25 and up to 1. So over the 25 and up to 1. And of course my little bars are not going to be perfect when drawing in Word. All right, but there's what it's going to approximately look like. And then 30 to 39, we also want a bar going up to 1, and you'll notice that they touch. So I'm just going to, they should be the same height. And they should be the same width. I'm, again, not going to be perfect while I'm drawing, but they should be the same width of bars. We do not have a bar at 40 to 49, but 50 to 59, we're going to have a bar of the same height. And then let's see, 60 to 69, we're going to go up to 4. And then let's see, 70 to 79, we're going to go up to 6. And then 80 to 89, we're going to go up to 14. And again, I'm not very perfect with my bars on here. They're kind of not straight and a little messy. And let's see, 90 to 99, we're going to go up to 5. And you know, this is ideal to do on graph paper or something where you can be sure to be much more straight than I am here. And then we're just going to go up to 3 on our last bar. All right, and this is our histogram. And from a histogram, we are able to tell the shape. Now later on in the PowerPoint, as you work your way through the PowerPoint, you're going to talk about shapes. And this, at least right here, is roughly symmetric. Over here, though, we have two things that are kind of pulling it so that you can kind of draw a curve. Oops, the curve is not too great. that looks something like this. And the tail of our curve is going off to the left, making this what we call a left-skewed distribution. And you'll see that in the next few slides. Now, we could have done a relative frequency histogram, and the thing that would have been different is over here on the left, instead of numbering from 1 to 14, we would have numbered by decimals. And the wise thing is to do like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, or we could have even done 0.05, 0.10, 0.15, 0.20, and gone up this way for a relative frequency distribution. It would have been shaped, though, just like this one, just because those values will end up graphing almost exactly the same.